And I remember I got a call from a now colleague of mine at People's Gas, and they said, hey, not sure if you heard, but Torrance Hinton has just quit People's Gas and is going to First Energy in Ohio. And Torrance would like to know if you'd be interested in exploring, an executive leadership role. And my now colleague said, I think I know the answer. You're trying to get back to Chicago. I said, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, that's not really what I envision. So they said, just put a pin in it, wait. There's no need to say yes, there's no need to say no. Just let it sit there. And I said, you're right. So I thought about it, and then I thought I would do what a lot of commissioners do, which is to go consult for utility companies. And so I called the colleague back, and I said, I've given it some thought, and I'd like to consult. Maybe if you could pass along Torrance's contact, I'll take a run at him. And they said, why don't you just become president of People's Gas? And I said, that's hilarious. Like, where's the application? And the rest is somewhat history again, as they say. One thing led to another, and they said, no, we're serious. Like, your name's actually come up, and if you are interested, you would need to demonstrate some interest and, put a resume together and all that. And before you knew it, we were down this path of, I was driving up to Milwaukee and interviewing with the executive leadership up there. And it's, I was telling Adela before this that I often say, I'm like, God, I feel like I'm lucky. But my husband's always like, no, hard work creates luck. And so, but yeah, that's how that conversation started.